Now going over to the culture part of the podcast, you have Snoop Dogg hired to report on the 2024 Olympics for NBC for reasons. Now, looks like he announced this on his X account or on his Twitter account. And I can't play the music because, again, it's probably Snoop Dogg's own music. And YouTube will take it down, and Rumble, I'm pretty sure Rumble will just censor it. I'll mute that. And again, so he announced this by saying, and then again, this is on Twitter or X, he says, quote, New Year mood, Paris 24 Olympics, see you this summer. Fist bump, French flag, and champagne bottle. Now, of course, he didn't say see you in the proper unquote. And of course, I had to do a double take to translate this because he said see you, he just, instead of saying see, which I guess I should probably clarify since public schools are at all-time low for all their test scores, thanks to the teachers' unions, though they say they deserve more money. Nevertheless, he spelled see you, C is in the letter. He didn't spell it out, S-E-E. And then instead of U as in Y-O-U, he just said the letter U. Interesting. So he said all of that. I don't want to say he failed marketing, but of all the emojis to use, he did get the French flag, which some people might debate the French flag is really just a white flag, but nevertheless, he did use France's official flag and used the champagne, that's another Frenchy thing, but he didn't even use a baguette or a cigarette. I mean, or a Michelin tire. So much potential that could have been for the proper emoji accolades for France. But nevertheless, he had that little caption, and this has to be a green screen, but he's dancing. And of course, he didn't suit up, as all men should always do. I believe he's wearing a track outfit. He has very tinted glasses, which, again, makes no sense because, again, it's a green screen, but behind him is the Eiffel Tower lit up at night. So wearing glasses at night, all right. He's dancing. He's got the wrap chain. He's dancing again. And then, geez Louise, really? Wow. So it actually ends with the logo of NBC, and it says Paris 2024. So this means not only did NBC say, oh yeah, you can do this, they actually approved of this specific commercial, which, again, is just, he does the little heart thing, I guess, in terms of hand shapes. So he does the heart thing. He's kind of jamming back and forth. And screw it, we'll play a second or two of the sound here. So I assume that's his music, probably. Fascinating, I suppose. But that did get 1.3 million views on X. Although, not as many likes as I thought, perhaps because the people who enjoy Snoop Dogg are too inebriated to click the like button. But it did get 22,000 likes, which, again, not the best ratio. And the Olympic Games actually responded. That's the first comment. So the Olympic Games says, quote, Snoop Dogg in Paris in 2024, question mark, it's legit, you know it's a hit, unquote. And that got 77 likes. Other top comments comes from Tony, who says, Snoop for a whole new vibe, and it looks like it is a GIF, or as youth might call it, a GIF, of a cat walking around with black glasses, a diamond embezzled chain, and some track uniform suit. And they got 20 likes. Scrolling down here. Looks like someone did some type of AI image where you have a pug dog? The little dog from Men in Black, or whatever that one's called. It's that dog, and then the background says Happy 2024, New Year Dog, spelled D-A-W-G. They got 24 likes. And that came from Ann Troik. And they said Happy New Year before that little AI generated image. Let's see here. Zach Ryder says, quote, excitement around the Olympics can be overrated. With concerns about the environmental impact and the financial costs associated with hosting such events, unquote. I got 5 likes from someone who, I don't know if he just can't do math, but usually in many cases they break even, or they actually make a profit because again, there's a lot of local businesses that thrive. There's a lot of services companies that help them. The really big money pit in terms of sporting events is FIFA events. That's where FIFA is known for building the stadiums, letting them become abandoned, not doing what many people would consider fair revenue share splits with the local cities and local support staff. So I mean, in terms of like a major loss, FIFA is more associated with a fiscal loss when you're hosting the events. I mean, in some cases, I'm sure you do lose money on the Olympic hosting events, but there is, I believe, more revenue share and there is more of an infrastructure upside to that as well. So I don't think necessarily, and then environmental impact, I mean, they're flying in a couple thousand athletes or something like that. Hilariously enough, I don't think this person probably complains about the World Economic Forum when they have their fancy little event in Davos with, what was it, 10 or 12,000 people flying in on private jets each, but nevertheless. Synapse says, quote, but real talk, does France let you smoke, unquote. I got 8 likes, which, let's look it up right now. Granted, I don't know what they would do to actually punish you. Perhaps force you to look at a French woman or eat a baguette? Let's see here. What's Snoop Dogg's favorite thing to do in life? Oh, yes. Marijuana. Marijuana legal in France. France. Cannabis in France, this is according to Wikipedia, cannabis in France is illegal for personal use, but remains one of the most popular illegal drugs. Granted, it's the French police. What are they going to do? I mean, I can't help but think they're just only slightly more inept in the military. I mean, come on. So I guess it is technically illegal in France. I don't know what Snoop Dogg, what if he actually becomes cognitive? That would be fascinating. I'm not sure if that's even possible. PSG Pictures says, I can't, what? MDRRCMTCA? Whatever that means, they did get 25 likes. And it looks like a lot of people are responding in French, so I don't know what that means. Ray Rans says, quote, it's Baguette Tower, unquote, getting 7 likes. Let's see here. A lot of people saying, it's about to get doggy up in here. All about the Snoop, whatever that means. New year, new to the boss. Again, these are going to be between 0 and 4 likes. I guess I'll try to translate this one. It's got 73 likes from Ardioc. He says, Quel suspens en rien vous veiller. Which, I have no idea what that means, but let's see what the translator says. And, truth be told, I probably butchered it. Let's see here. That very popular comment means, what suspense we didn't see coming. I suppose, yeah. I don't think anyone saw this coming. A couple comments saying, have you quit smoking yet? A lot of comments getting between 0 and 1 likes saying, oh yeah, we love you, great job, you're the best, yada, yada, yada. Let's see here. It looks like in terms of the background, he did host some events, or he actually spoke at some events. Let's see here. When he teamed up with Kevin Hart for the 2020 Olympics in Tokyo? What? Well, that's hilarious. His real name is Calvin Brodius Jr. Or Calvin. Huh. That's so bizarre. Again, wouldn't a sports balls fan want to see someone who is either a fan of the sport or perhaps a former sports balls player? Well, if you look at who's reporting on a lot of these sporting events, traditionally they're retired athletes. And I don't know if Snoop has ever, I don't know if he can do a push-up. Granted, I think most of his life he has been inebriated by drugs, so I don't know how much physical capability he has left. But a bizarre team up to say the least. And again, all the comments seem to be pretty bombastically in favor of it. I mean, it seems like a curveball to me. Or now of the room or out of eyesight, baguette being thrown. Just, what? Like, why? So let me know in the comments, do you think this will help boost the eyeballs that tune in to watch NBC in the Olympics? Will it maybe alienate some people who aren't a fan of him? Perhaps they like, what are other famous rappers, Tupac or yeah. Maybe they're fans of a rival rapper? I don't know. Let me know. I'll be fascinated to hear what you have to say. Thank you again for taking the time to tune in today. Again, trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of January. So if you click that button, I would greatly appreciate it. Also, leaving a comment is a great way to give me a little bit of feedback. I do apologize if it takes me a couple days to get back to you, but it's a great way to let me know how can I make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe and fight the good fight.